Hi guys, sorry about the mess, meaning me. I didn't feel like doing anything else, and I thought I might as well vlog and show you what I really look like every single day of my life. I recorded a video and it ended up being a little too long and a little too wordy and a little too repetitive, and my camera ended up shutting off because it was like, this is enough, Naomi, you need to stop. So, I'm gonna do a video, about how easy it is to get attached to fictional characters. And I know it seems like everyone and their fucking mother is doing this, and every single person in the entire world is like, well, let's talk about this right now. But the reason I wanted to was because the other day, as I said previously, I watched Supernatural, right? And the other day I was watching an episode, and I was in season 7, and it was when one of my favorite characters, he died, and I was really upset by it. Like, I was so torn up. I was crying, like actually crying, like sobbing crying. And then I was watching other episodes where he was talked about, or they did previews, like the then and now thing that they always do, and they would show him, and I just got really, really upset, and I wanted to just cry. And it's weird to think that, isn't it? That we can get so attached to fictional characters and be upset when they get hurt, or when they die, or when something bad happens to them, or anything. Like, if someone talks badly about them in the show, or in the series, or in the whatever you're watching, or reading even, it's weird to think that we get so attached to them that we can be upset by things that happen to them. These people, these things that don't exist. They don't exist. They're basically someone else's imagination coming true, to an extent, especially if you're watching like TV shows or movies. They're not real. They aren't our imagination. They aren't even anything that we thought up, which is crazy. There's someone else's that are affecting us. And that's the main thing with TV shows and books and movies and things of the like, is that they're designed to get us attached to them. They're designed to share someone else's imagination and get a reaction out of it. It's not created to where we can look at it, watch it, read it, and just put it down and be like, oh, okay, that was cool. No, that's not what it's designed for. And it's crazy to think that we can get so attached to these fictional characters and connect with them and actually understand them and be vulnerable to them when they get hurt or something, and actually break down. Because I'm not a crier. I do not cry in real life. I don't like crying. I don't like being vulnerable. I don't like showing my weaknesses. And that says a lot about your personality if you can't do that to people around you, real people that are actually there, that you can physically contact and physically touch, and have them there and actually talk to them and discuss them, and they know that you're there. But you can be vulnerable and you can break down when someone that will never understand that you love them or that you care for them or anything, but you can break down for them. And it's like, I don't know, a good example of that is a couple years back, when I was in middle school, I got really, really, really into reading. Like, it was before music, it was before I watched TV. Well, I watched TV, but I hated it. Before anything, like, I would just read a lot, and I would get so attached to these characters, and I would be upset when they got hurt, and I would talk about them like they were my friends. But I had other friends, and I had my family, but I didn't want to talk to anyone because I knew they wouldn't understand. And there's no point in talking to someone and breaking down when you know that nothing good's going to come out of it. So I guess that was my way of connecting with something. Was something fictional that couldn't necessarily come back and bite me in the ass. I'd get hurt by it. I would cry. I would get upset when people died. I would be upset when someone got hurt. I would be distraught, and I would break down, and I would cry, and I just wouldn't be the same for a while, and I would rethink my entire life. But they didn't hurt me. Something hurt them, and it doubled back on me. And instead of someone actually coming up to me and talking shit about me or hurting me emotionally and or physically, I could live through someone else's life and someone else's character and someone else's character development. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that that's crazy, if you think about it, that we're opening up to these people that don't exist, but yet we refuse to connect with people that are right in front of us, that we can physically contact. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that, yeah, it's hard, yeah, it's scary, yeah, it's terrifying, actually, that you can give yourself over to a person and actually have them connect back with you and talk to you and be a part of your life. And it's terrifying because they can hurt you and they can cause harm in your life and they can just rip you up emotionally, but it's real. And you don't get a long time on this earth. People seem to think you do, but 80 years, 90 years is not a long time. And as a matter of fact, just yesterday, it feels like I was 12, maybe 11, and it's crazy to think that I was in 7th grade like 5 years ago. No, more than 5 years probably. No, about 4 or 5 years, and it's just insane. It's crazy, but it's real. Time flies, and as cliche as it is, you're not going to be here forever, so you need to make connections with people. You need to be a part of something. You need to connect. And yeah, I'm not saying don't be a part of fictional worlds, because God knows that's what's got me through a lot. And God knows that it's good and healthy to know and connect with these fictional characters, because it makes your mind expand and it makes you think more and it gives you more of a view of the world. But you need to connect with people too. And regardless if it's on the internet, regardless if it's in real life, regardless if it's your friend down the street, just connect with people, because it's good, it's healthy, it gives you a sense of not being alone, because fictional characters, as great as they are, they don't know that you love them. They don't know that you exist. You know that they exist, they don't know that you exist, because when they were written and when they were acted out, they were given a limited mindset. They don't know what's out there, but you do. So you can connect with them and connect with everything. And I think you should take advantage of it. So someone rang the doorbell, and this is really awkward. But, I'm gonna go. I'm sorry I droned on about that. But, I don't know, it was on my mind, and I thought I should share it, instead of just sitting here talking about sleeping all day and crying over Supernatural. So.